tank. You can't call me an endless dork. What does that make you? Huh? Chopped liver? Welcome on by. Yeah, you know what? It's kind of... feels kind of appropriate going from trying to... Working through our cleanup of Watcher. And then also working to finish up Endless Dark. A whole bunch of machines and decay and what the fuck mates. Yeah. Hope everyone had a good... Alright! Let me move! Look, the robot doesn't move very fast, okay? They didn't install robot lanes. It's not my fault I have to boop on through the road. This is why we need robotable infrastructure, okay? I should be able to get anywhere on my robot. Welcome on by, Dreamer. I hope y'all have been having a good evening. If you took a break with me, I hope you had some delicious, delicious foods. I had some nice veg korma and rice. That really hits the spot. Water! Alright, yeah, I could use some water. It's a little spicy. And a Dreki drink. Oh, thank you for your boobs. I think it's time for us to be a robot. Ooh, and head pats. Nice. I am just getting spoiled. Oh no, the consequences of a minor rounding error come back to haunt you. Uh-oh. All right, Robbie. Let's do this. Double chance for ancient memories. Still fishing for that. Start with 2 additional random modules is interesting. Lucky is pretty good. Overclock is also nice. Dodging EMP storms is big, though. That's the only thing that lets us, like, completely negate an event. There's a lot of modules that are kind of for us now, so I don't know if just 2 random modules would be a good pick. I mean, it would be nice if it picks the 2 I would like to get. Chance of getting 2 parts is nice. Chatbot to reduce stress is also good. I think maybe we start with chatbot because... oh, fuck. It's either chatbot or overclock. Starting with chatbot saves us having to earn the parts to build it and wait for it. We can get the stress reduction earlier. We want to get the fatigue and reduction item too. So if we get the stress and fatigue on, but we can't build the clockwork bonus. That one is just straight up permanent. We'll take the clockwork. Remove stress dampening. Okay. Let's start. Do not engage in independent thought. Do not engage in independent thought. Do not engage. Do not engage it. Stop thinking. There must be a reason for this. Internal system radiation dose higher than 1.2. Is it? I don't remember the unit. This via cycle is considered unacceptable. Okay, navigation's overclocked. Sweet. Love that. Let's go ahead and fire the incinerator. Right after I put on the... Oh, I didn't get the... Right, I didn't get the chatbot. Dreki. But I will need the override protocols. Ah, the incinerator! Oh, I gotta prime it. Fire the incinerator! Nice. Hi, Uzi. Fancy seeing you gooping on by. I hope you're doing well. Alright. The fatigue one would be good. Protects against this. Okay. We want... Is it frequency tuner? No. Not consensus. Optimized idle loop? Greatly reduces fatigue gain. Yes. So optimized idle loop. And chatbot simulator. Okay. Get both of those next cycle. Cool beans. Stress is no big deal. We're gonna get -5 when we use the observation room. I'm gonna go ahead and open up one of the locked doors. Okay. Perfect. And really, why not open more? Unlock this one too. Because for Robbie, stress isn't too bad. As long as we don't max it out. Endless dude. Hey, Lenya. Alright, we'll do observation, and then we'll do our usual of checking the passenger manifest. And making a priority list of who to kill and who to let live. Because some people, they just ain't gonna make it to the colony. Alright. Gaze into the endless dark. Your sensors absorb... Okay. Game 1 doesn't travel. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. I'll always take more distance. But this does mean I need to adjust our heading, so that's annoying. Get a little bit of extra stress at the start of the game. Gaze into the endless dark. Yes, the gays are now spacefaring. Haven't you seen a nebula? It's basically a rainbow in space. All right, let's see who our people are. We've got Washington, the insurance agent. Okay. It's not a good start for you, bud. Bautista, fun name. Landscape architect. Okay. Landscape architect? Oh, I'm feeling strange, kind of pixelated. Got a dentist. This person was almost Aspen Gardener, and that would have been funny. I wrote their name as Gardener. Damn it! I shouldn't have been thinking it. Oh well. I mean, dentists are basically bone gardeners, right? A clown? Well, that person's gotta live. Hold on, have I been writing their names wrong? Turner. Bautista. Okay. Low. From the hit department store. Iguana breeder? Oh, hell yeah. All right. Paris Lowe, you're cool. We stand the herpetologists around here. All right. Lynch, the pharmacist. Okay, pharmacists are pretty good. We need those. All right. We're having a pretty stacked manifest. Matthews, mechanic. Okay. And we've got Wolf. All right. Iguana. Oh, okay. So they work with Lowe. Okay. Work associates. Pair them up. Wade. Clinical lab tech. Okay. Okay. Iguana breeder. Oh, coatl breeder. I feel like coatls would be more difficult. Those flying snakes. Lab tech. My pixels! Whee! Man, we almost had a pretty solid 10 out of 10 manifest. And then Sosa. Thank you, Sosa, for volunteering to bite one of our forced character death. Events. The random scan angle messes up this combo every day. Oh, it's just a 1 in 360 degrees chance. It's the exact angle you want. Plus, there's the RNG of getting the spin that you want, because, you know, there's some that bounce me around, some that glitch out and send me for a long time. All right. Wrong one. Passenger. Okay, y'all. I think Crypto, we need to kill them. They're getting a malice. Lab breeders, we'll give them positives. Pharma, mechanic, lab tech. Guess we do need dentists, so face masks. All right, so we got a lot of people we want to try and go out of our way to keep alive. We got one we will kill, and then a couple neutrals that's like, if it happens, it happens. All right. I think we're set. We've got our course ready. No, I don't know. Iguanas are a little high maintenance for my taste. Iguanas and chameleons are much more difficult to care for than a lot of people expect. MC250. Protruding reinforcement material with an ultimate tensile strength of over 500 kPa must be guarded due to threat of impalement. Good point, good point. Pod 7. Okay. Before we do anything, we need to put our stuff on. So, optimized idle loop. Where's the chatbot simulator? Oh, we got fucked. God damn it. Navigation was overclocked, so we should have dodged the electric storm. But the gravity well disabled it. Man. Where's the... Is it still being made or something? I see. Well, shoot. Let's clean the... Well, we'll clean the leak in navigation in a second. I need to... repair pod 7, apparently. 5, 6, 7. All right. Cool. Now let's start making our giant pile of spare parts. Starting with security, since it's the furthest away. Ooh, lot of parts out of here. Nice. Okay, all right. Now, this is what I'm talking about, baby. Oh yeah, that reduction in fatigue gain is such a game changer. Sure, it gives us 1 stress per turn, but we can manage that. All right, EP Skeege time. MC 3, 2, 5. Compromised material hazard. Compromised material hazardous to human flesh is to be considered debris under MC 315. You can get that anyway from maxing out fatigue. Exactly. During a rundown of the ship's support systems, a thought strikes you. The ship's climate control is currently set to what the humans clearly thought was standard, 20 Celsius. That is only standard for the sleeping passengers. Engine kicks off quite a bit of heat. If you relax the climate norms, you might be able to free up some power. However, this could cause some computer failures. Replicator in particular already runs a little hot. Nah, we're gonna reduce our max power for 3 turns and maybe get some more machine parts. All right. We have gotten that event before, so that's why I just kind of going through. I knew I should have freaking adjusted course. I knew we were heading into a dust cloud. Damn it. Like a hacker of Eld. You've heard of Elden Rings. What about Elden Hackers? Heading into a dust storm. Great. What if I adjust course up? No. Actually, yes. We'll adjust course up. Cool. And then we will overclock. Yes. I heard anything on the radio yet? Nah, it's just all static. Now and then I start hearing strange things and I check the radio, but then nothing happens. All right, let's get this powered on. All right, chatbot simulator is good to go. So we'll put that on. Now our stress and fatigue are reduced, letting us do a lot more per turn. I think next turn, we are going to reveal our. We're gonna reveal one of the ship faults at least. I also want to make a machine. The machine templating thing. Because I know our last story event, it came in clutch. And I think we have enough of a surplus situation that we can afford to spend the effort. It just sucks that it just hits you with such huge malices. All right, still can't look outside because of the frickin'... Oh, fuck me. Fixing the engine means... Oh, so I need to adjust... Oh, I should have fixed the engine before doing anything with the course. That sucks. That sucks a lot. We just ate a whole bunch of stress for no damn reason. I hate that for me. Go ahead and end turn. Wait, yeah, I can't gaze outside. MC284. Cleaning of leaks and hazards is considered a rejuvenation task. MC133. Human cultural concepts are to be considered forbidden knowledge. Oh, Lenya, I'm afraid you're the one who slipped out into the void. I hate when that happens. So sorry. Hopefully you can find your way back, though. Okay, we need the radiation on. Repair observation. Reveal this fault. Wow, this is the first time our first fault has a chance of will kill someone. We don't want to kill Matthews, though. We need that to land on Sosa. And I definitely don't want to deal with things powering off, because that means it could fuck up any overclocking we do. the window open. All right. We need to do our repairs, adjust course up. We have a nice free area. Our travel's not too bad, it's looking like, to be honest. We'll have to see what the story does to us. So this will be a perfect time to initiate our self-improvement arc, too. Already using up a lot of machine parts. But I do want to get that damn machine templating set so I can start manufacturing whenever I can. Okay. Just course up. Do some dismantling, which will get our stress up. Because if we get a positive event, I want it to get used, you know? Kind of harvested most all of our stuff. The chatbot never actually seems to actually chat. Suspicious. So our self-improvement arc. Eepy Skeege. And we need it to be on Sosa. Commit log and power down. MC361. Custodian unit maintenance materials are to be kept separate from ship maintenance materials. MC263. All heading adjustment functions have been disabled. MC23. Shield incident report audits to be conducted every 25 cycles. Alright, we got some machine parts. Okay. Cascade failure. You're snapped out of your recharge to rapid fire warnings. Objectively, many of them are inconsequential, but this feels different somehow. Reflecting on it, the blame eventually comes back to you. You work so hard and you try everything, but still, you end up here. Seeing flaws crop up you shouldn't even be possible. Chip is numbly silent when you ask for advice, only delivering a taller, more teetering tower of trouble. How can you possibly start on all this? Ernesto Wolf die? Why would they die? Cryo's on. That's weird. We'll work back to root causes. It's clear the ship won't answer the why of the question. You'll need to do that yourself. If you're gonna be responsible, you reason, you should be responsible for the entire problem. So you begin with detective work. Trace cables, check maintenance reports, investigate distribution panels. Issue after issue after issue is explained by long overdue maintenance, work alerts never being delivered, and plain old faulty design that made all this, and more. Completely inevitable. You should be relieved. So, why do you hear a little voice deep inside you, screaming in horror? Why indeed? But we don't need radiation hardening. wolf to die. Okay, we need to fix the engine. Actually, let me make sure to start the machine templating. Since it'll take a couple turns. It's frustrating. I have to use it 4 times for it to break even. And then we start making a quote-unquote profit. 2 leaks in the reactor. I see. Wait, since when has this been open? Those doors have always been locked. Okay, we need to fix the engine. Fix these thrusters. Unstick a breaker. Breaker. Okay. Let's crack open this locked door. See if there are any more things we can dismantle. No computers. No computers. Well, shit. That sucks. Alright, there's one more area I think that could have free machine parts from dismantling. Now, let's go ahead and end our turn. MC 122. Custodian unit is prohibited from accessing thruster feed systems. MC 267. In the event hazardous vapors are detected in bulkhead interiors, ventilation must occur before other work. The ship alerts you to an incoming transmission on an old radio band frequency. It's badly corrupted, garbled to the point of unintelligibility. Your databank suggests that radio transmissions are often swiftly overwhelmed by cosmic background radiation. Unbidden and unexpectedly, a strange simile pops into your consciousness. It's like a songbird trying to make itself heard over an orchestra. Robbie dislikes it. Ooh. Chatbot, talk about the birds. I mean, I don't think well, I'm gonna get psychosis anyway. So it's either get stress or get psychosis. Well, I guess we'll talk about the birds. You attempt to put the question of birds into your chatbot. Chatbot, my favorite bird species is error 404, page cannot be displayed. What is yours? You're struck dumb by the simple question. You've never seen a bird. Your mind wanders to wondrous places as you ponder what they look like. All right. Cooling is done. Progress towards reform. Let's ensure there are actually problems. You have to question the diagnostics. Are the problems they show merely hiding other, deeper problems? Some diligence up front will save you headache, you think. In fact, it does not. Definitely does not. You are unable to confirm the alerts even mean what you think they mean, as documentation crisscrosses over itself and creates circular references of root issues. Eventually, your optics blur and lose focus. You feel the ever-present urge to blame yourself for the trouble, but without a cause, there's nothing to blame. Is it Possible for an issue to be nobody's fault? Oof. Alright. Our breakers did their thing of breaking. That's why they're called breakers. Because they break! I really wish the engine would stop braking, though. Getting to be a little silly. Also, Terrace Low dies. No! Not one of our iguana breeders? I might... Actually, there's a thing I could get. Hold on, I just remembered. Can I afford it? Is the question. Six parts? One death per turn. Takes 2 turns to make. Fuck. So expensive. Alright, let's power on navigation. Cool. Really? We're gonna go that far? Alright, we'll shift to the lower path. Perfect. Let's go ahead and reveal a ship fault. Okay, that's a no big deal. All of them appear offline. I can deal with that. Alright, so we got some more computers we can dismantle. There's one over there at least. I guess I gotta open this door. And it's only one. Great. Okay. Next turn we can remove the nerve stapling, so that'll be nice. Check in on the endless dark. Gaze. Ooh, minus 20 stress. Nice. That was a pretty good one. That's why I want to have a bit of stress, but not too much. EP Skeege. Commit log and power down. MC-6-3. Doubled radiation shielding and cryo bulkheads is required. MC-171. Wireless communications are to use 5 GHz connection. MC-223. Custodian unit is required to install radio capable of receiving in the 5 kHz frequency for MC-222. Okay. Organize and execute. You set up a number of filters that help you organize the various alerts better, to the point that many pings are simply being evicted off of the carousel. You sigh in relief as your task list shrinks to a manageable size and scurry off to the highest priority job on the list. Your relief is short-lived, however. Every time you settle in the comforting routine of repair, your thoughts wander to the unknown number of buried, ignored issues. All right, we got the machine templating. does give me fatigue every turn. So I don't want to keep it equipped. I kind of want to put it on, do a few cycles of repair, and then take it off, you know? Or a few cycles of production. Like, I just want to spend a whole turn producing. Damn. Chat. This is sad. We're losing one of our iguana breeders. I don't know how I'm going to emotionally recover from this. But I've got to counter the ship vault. That's weird, because it seems like it takes 2 turns before it'll go to a new person that will perish. Okay. This just means we have to keep their business associate low alive. So we have an iguana breeder. The staggering quantity of fluids this ship emits is not only hazardous and tiresome to clean, but utterly filthy. Every fuel leak, every water spill, every coolant purge has to be carefully mopped up or desiccated and disposed of. Always traces left behind. Molecules of contamination seeping their way into your chassis. Regular chassis maintenance makes no mention of what to do in the stray bit of moisture here and there, as if such minuscule amounts of debris are not worth removing. You can feel them rattling around your actuators. Something must be done. Okay. So after cleaning, we have to burn our hands. Got it. Well, we've already got to do clean over here, so I guess we're gonna clean and burn. Okay, at least we get a subtask. We got 3 thruster. All right, this is bad because it's the last of our current machine parts. I think next cycle we're gonna do, or next term we're gonna do some cycles of machine printing, of parts printing. Maybe? Our stress is getting a little high. Fuck you! Okay, dude. Fuck did that happen for? Jeez. A very inconvenient door to be broken. Actually, I can harvest a part from this dead pod. Good thinking, Dreki. Clean hands. Prime. Incinerate. Cleaning hands. So much cleaner. Purifying flames. Okay, we need to gaze into the endless dark. Get that stress back down. Gaze. Ooh, trigger an extra random event. Yay! Random events! That's sure to be fun. Nothing bad could possibly happen. NC307. Custodian unit is restricted from rebooting itself without authorization. Minimap perceives all objects as hazard. Lovely. There's an odd error in one of the systems governing the ship's cargo. Astoundingly, it's also causing critical systems to seize up. You can't work systems that are halting, so you do a diagnostic on the system. Integrity check is failing on one text file. Okay, we've seen this before. Why, though? Immediately end turn. Probably likes this decision. It will get our stress down. This is probably a bit shift error. One of the ones or zeros that make up a period on this oval got changed. Now it's a comma instead, or something like that. Why would system have such a strict requirements, though? You have to know. It'll help in the future, for sure. It takes a dizzying amount of guess and check to figure out specifically which character changed, but finally you do. The problem was the parentheses that got changed to a bracket. With a flourish, you fix the problem. Just in time to head back to the charging station. Are you trying to learn it again? MC241 Unit NE1 Alpha is restored to service and wireless network connectivity. MC415 Custodian Unit catalog biological failures on self. NC36 Command Console is to have door override access for main ship decks. As you stir from your charging pod, you have an odd urge to greet the objects in the room. This obviously isn't in your programming, and you know the items will not respond. Still, the thought refuses to leave, even after you remark on the initial absurdity of it. Minus 50. Use the intercom to greet all of them at once. Well, if I needed my stress reduced, this would be nice, but an extra -4 stress every turn for a little fatigue now, not bad. Routine is good. With how everything breaks seemingly at random, having one good thing that stays consistent should be good for your mood, even if it's a bit illogical to greet metal that can't think. Nice. Stress from damaged systems is no longer doubled. Nice. Ooh, story event. Your cycle begins in the usual fashion. A host of minor system alerts, coupled with the occasional critical repair. But after reviewing the cycle manifest, you detect an anomaly. Navigation reports powerful magnetic disturbances and flags your region of space accordingly, with none of the interference such hazards generally cause. Your internal checklist gives strong weight that the navigation computer is being damaged as most likely cause, and you thus make a point to both begin repairs and potentially debug a faulty navigation computer. An easy repair. Slightly concerning. That shouldn't happen. Fatigue, stress, or psychosis. I mean, fatigue is easier to clear. Man, fuck you. Okay. Let's fix this and adjust our course up. Actually, moving slower gives us an advantage through these empty areas. I kinda, honestly, I think I'm gonna leave the engine damaged. Do need to fix repair pod 1. Clean the leaks and shields. Wash our hands with fire. Repair one of the thrusters. Oh, that looks radioactive. Can I not? Okay, so I guess I have to repair this door. That's annoying. Clean. 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 Oh wait, we need to investigate navigation? This system is an unsolved anomaly. Please investigate. Great. I'll repair this fucking door. It's a very annoying door. Prime. Clean hands. Investigate. The usual blaring klaxons of impending hazards aren't present during your examination of the navigation terminal. The spurious alert is definitely still present, but the visual alarms indicating hazards, the same that feed your HUD, are unlit. Initial debugging is rather fruitless. It appears the alert is simply stuck, repeating, and will not subside until you clear it. More aggressive debugging may shed light on why the alert fired, but hours spent chasing ghosts are hours of other repairs that are lost. Choice is yours. One-time fluke, most likely. Navigation no longer detects hazards for 2 turns. Soft reset. You will find the issue. No longer detects hazards for 2 turns. I'm gonna take a screenshot of our map real quick. Okay. Have this off to the side. I just need to do that. I just need to get in the habit of doing it at the start of the game anyway. And let's just take this. This will be fine. Short of stepping outside the ship and sampling the void, the visual indicators are more than enough to inform you the alert is a false positive. You clear it with a simple override command. Navigation complies without issue. Doesn't repeat. Lending more evidence to the assertion it was simply a mistake. A machine this old is bound to make them from time to time. Okay, let's reveal our third system fault. Travel map no longer shows hazards. Okay, we can deal with this. Let's gaze into the endless dark. Gazing. 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 Hey, more machine parts. I don't mind the insanity and psychosis. In the dark, any percent! Ah, shit. Increase repair until we overclock 3 systems. I see. That's very bad. End turn.